Oh, that was f***ing scary.
Same situation, two very different reactions. You just saw it with your own eyes. The American thinks he's starring in a horror movie. The Brit sounds like he's mildly inconvenienced. You see, Americans don't just react to things, they experience them. Brits just tend to get on with it. Once you notice this, you can't unsee it. Arthur, I literally thought that was it. I saw the white light. I saw my whole life flash before my eyes. It was carnage. You reversed into a bollard at 2 miles an hour. The car's fine. You see, to an American, a car crash isn't just an accident, it's a survival story. If Chad tells people he hit a bollard, well, that's a boring story. But if he says he cheated death, suddenly he's a hero in his own movie. But a Brit, the goal is to downplay it, so nobody asks if you're okay. To an American, the goal is to make sure everybody asks if you're okay. Arthur, I nearly choked to death earlier. I couldn't breathe. I literally choked to death. I was there, Chad. You coughed it up and carried on eating. And that's the thing. Americans aren't weaker than Brits. Not at all. Chad didn't collapse. He didn't panic. He coughed once and carried on eating. The difference isn't what happens, it's how the story gets told afterwards. To a Brit, I coughed is the whole story. To an American, I nearly choked to death is just a more interesting version of the same thing. Their own Hollywood movie. Arthur, did you hear the storm last night? There were wheelie bins flying everywhere. The whole house shook. I thought the roof was going to fall off. Chad, it wasn't a storm. It was just windy. The wheelie bin lid blew open. Weather report finished. Hey Arthur, my team scored last night. The crowd went wild. Everyone ran onto the pitch to celebrate. It was a revolution. Chad, what are you saying? I saw the highlights on the TV. 2 drunk blokes ran onto the pitch and one of those fell over. Security got them off the pitch before the replay was over. I'd actually be interested to see what you think about this one. Put it in the comments below. See, when something good happens to an American, they don't just celebrate it, they upgrade the story. It's not just my team scored, it's you had to be there. To a Brit, it's just a goal, followed by 2 idiots that have had one too many. I got pulled over last night, so I refused to wind my window down and engage. I know my rights. Anyway, next thing I know, they smashed my window and dragged me out the car and throw me on the floor. Really? So what did they pull you over for? Apparently, I forgot to indicate you idiot. Here's the difference. When a police officer pulls you over, the first thing they're doing is trying to work out why you made that mistake in the first place. Forgetting to signal usually means one of 3 things. You were distracted, you may not be licensed, or you might be drunk. That's why they want the window down to talk to you. They're checking for the smell of alcohol, they're checking your mannerisms, they're checking you're licensed. That's it. If you wind the window down and say, "Hello officer, how can I help you?" you usually get, "You forgot to signal. Can I see your licence?" Everything checks out. You're reminded what you did and you're on your way. If you go on the defensive and refuse to cooperate, you could be hiding something. Then a single stop turns into a major incident. Same mistake, 2 completely different outcomes. If this made any sense to you, you will love this next one right here. Or you might fancy a change and want to watch this one over here. As for me, well, I'm out of here.